What's up everybody? My name is James Blissett, professional gambler and founder of Lucrative MMA, which is my handicapping service where I help people make money from betting on MMA. Today, I want to speak to you about a topic that is often overlooked, but one that can certainly make or break your sports betting career. I'm talking about downtrends. Downtrends are without doubt the most brutal part of sports betting, and it has broken many a man, and it will break you and your bankroll too if you are not careful. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can handle downtrends, the best way to react to them, my personal experience, and also give you 2 pieces of advice and come out on the other side profitable. If you take these concepts that I'm going to teach you in this video today and apply them to your sports betting, you will have a massive advantage over 99% of the other sports bettors out there. So first of all, it's very important to understand that variance in sports betting is real and downtrends are real, and they have affected the best gamblers to ever walk the face of the planet, and they will affect you if you gamble for long enough. It is inevitable. No matter how good you are, you will experience downtrends in sports betting. The key to success is how you handle these downtrends, not whether you experience them or not, but your reaction to when you experience them. Now, there's been many times in my life where I've had downtrends in my sports betting career, simply because I've been betting for a long time. The times when these downtrends hurt me the most was when I was first getting into sports betting. The first 5-year period of my sports betting career, when I didn't know anything about professional sports betting, so inevitably, I didn't make any money. And how I handled downtrends was the complete opposite of how you should actually handle them. So to give you a picture of what I was doing wrong, I would go on a down streak, for example. I would lose 4, 5, 6 days in a row. This is when I used to bet every single day on horse racing and dog racing. I would lose 5, 6, 7 days in a row, and instead of recollecting myself, understanding that I'm probably just going through a bad period, it doesn't mean I'm making bad bets. Instead of actually looking at my bets objectively and seeing if I was making any bad decisions, I would get angry. I would be pissed off. I would gamble more money to try and make back the money I had lost on the downtrend. This caused me to lose multiple bankrolls. Yes, correct, multiple bankrolls. There was many times through my early gambling years where I lost it all. I didn't have any money to gamble on. You know, we're talking about when I was gambling illegally at 14, 15, 16. You know, even when I became legal, 17, 18, 19, I still didn't know what I was doing. So I lost all my money. I lost my entire bankroll. I wish I had known what I know now, because most certainly I wouldn't have lost multiple bankrolls if I had known this. I probably wouldn't have even lost one bankroll. So I'm going to give you 2 pieces of advice now, and it would be very wise to use these in your sports betting career going forward. The best piece of advice I could give you, and the number 1 piece of advice I can give you, is to not react emotionally to your losses. If we understand that variance is real, if we understand that downtrends are real, then we also have to understand that losses will happen. If we can really internalize that these losses are inevitable, which is very hard for people to do, sometimes it's impossible. There's a big percentage of the population out there that is just never going to be able to internalize that consistent losses are impossible to avoid at specific times. Right, I'm not talking about consistent for 2 years, 3 years, but you know, you will go through periods where these losses are inevitable. If we internalize these properly, then we are able to look at them objectively. If we're able to look at them objectively, we won't react emotionally to them. Or at least we will be able to control our emotions when we experience these losses. Look, it's normal to feel emotional when you lose your bets. You're human after all. You're gonna feel these emotions. But you must not foster that emotion when you go to place your next bet. That's the distinction that you have to make. It's very important. This reaction can make or break you. Emotional gambling leads to poor decisions. Poor decisions leads to bad bets. Bad bets leads to your bankroll dropping to 0. And then you're out of the game. Once your bankroll drops to 0, you're out of the game until you can save up enough money to jump back in the game, which is something I do not recommend. It happened to me multiple times, but I was young, dumb, and I didn't have any of the information like I'm giving to you in this video. Another crucial piece of advice is to not chase losses. Now, I've already done a video about this on my YouTube channel, and it's a full video dedicated to chasing losses. So if you want to go in depth on that topic, it's about an 8-minute video. You can go to my YouTube channel and watch that now. But I have to say in this video, I cannot stress this enough. You cannot chase your losses in sports betting. And you're never going to be more eager to chase your losses when you are experiencing a downtrend. It makes you want to chase your losses because you're in a downtrend, you're in a downswing, you're losing multiple bets in a row. You just want to win the money back that you've lost. You want to chase your losses, but eventually this will break you. Maybe not the first time, maybe not the second time, or even the third time you do it. But one of these times, when you chase your losses, you're going to lose it all. The martingale method is not a good method for sports betting. If you have an edge over the market, you have nothing to worry about in a downtrend. That's why we don't chase losses. That's why we don't react emotionally. That's why we stick to bankroll management. Because if we have an edge over the market, your luck will turn around eventually and you will soon be on an upswing, on an uptrend. If you chase your losses will only compound and it will lead you to more frustration, and ultimately, just like the first piece of advice I gave you, it will make your bankroll go to zero. So in conclusion, if you do not deal with these downtrends correctly, you will not be sports betting for very long. Plain and simple. You will eventually go broke. I can guarantee it. But if you can handle these losses with a clear head, stick to your strategy, do not chase your losses, do not react emotionally to these losses, you will massively increase your chances of success in the long run. Remember, sports betting is a marathon, not a sprint. Anybody can win during the short term in sports betting. It is not hard, but very few win in the long term. And not reacting correctly to downtrends are a huge part of the reason why. It is essential to take a long-term view and not get caught up in the short-term swings, whether good or bad. Thanks for watching. That's going to be it for today. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.